Something strange is happening. Many people are earning more money than they did a few years ago, but life still feels more expensive. Groceries feel expensive, gas feels expensive, housing feels expensive. Even small everyday things feel heavier on the wallet. So what changed? For decades, the basic expectation was simple: work hard, gain experience, earn more money over time. And gradually, life should feel easier. But for many people today, the opposite seems to be happening. Income has increased for many workers, yet financial pressure has increased too. To understand why, we need to look at how everyday costs quietly reshape our budgets. Most price increases do not happen overnight. They happen slowly. One year, groceries cost a little more. Another year, rent increases slightly. Insurance premiums adjust upward. Gas prices move up and down, but the average price slowly climbs. Each change seems small on its own. But when these increases happen across dozens of categories at the same time, the total impact becomes significant. This is why many people say the same thing: everything feels more expensive. For most households, housing is the single largest expense. Rent or mortgage payments often take a large portion of monthly income. Over the past decade, housing costs in many cities have increased significantly. Higher demand, limited supply. When housing becomes more expensive, everything else feels tighter. Because housing is not optional. It is the foundation of daily life. Beyond housing, there are essential expenses that people cannot easily avoid: groceries, utilities, transportation, healthcare. None of these expenses are luxury items. They are basic parts of modern living. When the price of these essentials increases, people feel the change immediately. Even a small increase in grocery prices can reshape a weekly budget. There is also a psychological side to this experience. When prices increase across many categories at once, people begin to notice patterns. They start paying closer attention to receipts. They compare prices more carefully. They become more cautious about spending. This awareness creates the feeling that money disappears faster than before. Even if income has increased slightly, the emotional experience of spending changes. Another reason everything feels more expensive is expectations. Over time, standards of living evolve. Technology improves. Services become more convenient. People expect reliable internet, modern devices, and faster services. These improvements make life easier, but they also introduce new recurring expenses. Streaming subscriptions, digital services, app memberships, each one feels small, but collectively, they shape the modern cost of living. This pressure is felt most strongly by middle-class households, people who are not struggling to survive, but also not financially free. They work hard, they pay their bills, yet financial comfort still feels distant. This group often absorbs the majority of economic changes, because they earn too much to qualify for assistance, but not enough to ignore rising costs. The truth is, these changes did not happen all at once. They developed gradually over many years. But when multiple cost increases overlap at the same time, the effect becomes visible. That is when people begin to say, something feels different, because suddenly, everyday life requires more financial effort than before. Understanding why everything feels more expensive helps explain a shared experience. Many people are working hard. They are making responsible decisions. Yet their money still feels stretched, not because they are doing something wrong, but because the cost of everyday life has quietly shifted. And for many households, that shift is becoming impossible to ignore. This is the daily middle.